Hello and welcome to Taco Tuesday. Stick around as we discuss topics of the supernatural, the paranormal, time travel, the world news, and a whole lot more. And I eat something with nachos in it. It is now time for this Taco Tuesday broadcast. Take me to the desk, Johnny.
Huh? Oops. Hold on, folks. We're having technical difficulties. Dang it. How did it not? Let's see here. Ah, here we go. That's why. Boy, I sure botched that up. Hold on, folks. We'll have it for you just momentarily. That was just a test. I meant for it to do that. Dang. Well, I guess I might as well do my pre-intro. Coming live from the bottom of... Oh, here it is.
Hello and welcome to Taco Tuesday. Stick around as we discuss topics of the supernatural, the paranormal, time travel, the world news, and a whole lot more. And I eat something with nachos in it. It is now time for this Taco Tuesday broadcast. Take me to the desk, Johnny. Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday, y'all. Taco Tuesday tonight. Taco Tuesday, y'all. Taco Tuesday, all right.
All right, everybody, and this is our official opening. Welcome to Taco Tuesday, and I am your host with the most that likes Tostitos, good old Hebrews 77, sitting alongside with Sagittarically Speaking. Man, I tell you what, that was a lie there at the beginning. I didn't have anything with nachos in it, but I sure had some jalapenos.
All right. Well, it was a cool intro, my friend. Whoever that guy was going, Taco Tuesday, you need to give him a raise.
Why is that?
Because it was just such a great performance. I just felt like I needed to get up and, throw down my hat and dance around it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We don't want to dance around the issue here tonight.
No, definitely we don't want to do that. But you know what? Dancing around your hat is one thing, but dancing around the issue is something totally different.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Wow.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Hello there, everybody. I'm coming to you live from under the sea. Oh, man. Oh,
I don't know, man. It does sound like you might have ate too many jalapeno peppers, my friend. Are you there? Did I run you off already?
Sorry, bro. I was blowing my nose. I'm sure people didn't want to hear that.
Well, except for those weird, like to hear people blow your nose people, they probably wanted to hear it.
Oh yeah, they're willing to hear it, man. They willingly put it on at night before they go to bed. That's the first thing they listen to when they get up in the morning. I
bet you there is a YouTube video somewhere, a 6-hour loop of people blowing their nose.
Well, there could be. There could be a how-to video. Maybe we haven't been doing it properly.
Oh, life hack? Yeah.
Yeah. Huh?
You know, like when you find out you were eating bananas wrong your whole life.
Oh yeah, those things, life hacks. That's what you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whew. I cleared out my sinuses, but not my ears, my friend.
Oh. Well, how do you do that?
I don't know. Isn't that almost impossible?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could spray them with like a water hose or something.
Oh, that'd be cool, man. No, I'm just kidding. It wouldn't be cool. You'd probably burst
It,
your ear.
it would probably hurt and be very annoying.
I'll tell you what I do. I have a sort of trick that I do sometimes.
You tricky trickster, you.
Well, you know how they say, you're not. Hold on, this fan's driving me nuts.
Yeah, I hear like strange beeping noises as well.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you get down to it, they say you're not supposed to clean out your ears with Q-tips, and like it could reverberate your eardrum or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's like a just a disclaimer so you can't sue them when you accidentally poke your eardrum out because you got crazy with it.
Oh yeah, I knew a guy that did that once. He was on a plane and he was cleaning out his ears with a Q-tip, and the Q-tip got stuck right inside of his ear, and then all of a sudden blood started pouring out. It was horrific. It was a horrific scene, and then everyone started freaking out on the plane, and the lady next to him threw up, and then the guy saw her throw up, and then it made him want to throw up, so that he threw up. And then the baby sitting on the woman's lap next to him threw up, and then the woman threw up on the baby, and then the dog that was in the cargo hold heard everybody throwing up, so he threw up, and then it made the cat over next to him. The cat threw up, and then like the snake that was in the cage next to the dog and the cat, he threw up, and then came darting out of the cargo hold and ran towards the plane, and it got a bunch of ladies to stand on their chairs and start screaming. And then all of a sudden, when the ladies started screaming, it pissed off the captain, and he got aggravated and left the controls. And then he walked up towards the front, and then the mice got into the control panels and started screwing things up. And then next thing you know, the plane crashed in the Atlantic Ocean. It was horrible, horrible, my friend, horrible.
Huh.
We were stranded on deserted islands for 3 months.
Let you live to tell the tale.
I know, right?
And I'm sure you've never seen Q-tips the same ever since.
No. Q-tips horrify me, man.
I can understand. I probably would feel the same way had I shared that same experience.
Yeah, I had to survive on FedEx packages. They floated out of the plane and up to the island where I was, and I opened up all but one. I left one that I just decided for some reason I was like, this one seems special, man. I don't think
what made it stand out amongst all of the others? Like, what was the unique trait that made it seem special?
said made from China.
Ah, okay.
And
so yeah, that's the one I would have opened as well. It might have had some strange seeds in it.
Absolutely, man. Hey, you know what? Speaking of strange seeds, let's give this room a shout out.
Okay, that's exactly how I was going to transition
it. Well, we got some strange seeds in the audience tonight, beginning with Lotar 900. Hey, how did he get that wrench? He broke from Eternia drinking some beer, looks like. Eddie Von Keen, the late one.
You mean the real one?
Oh, what did I say?
The late one, as if he had passed away or something.
Oh, man. No, I didn't mean late, like he's late. I meant
okay.
Late, like, he came in here late. And of course, batting fifth, we have Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine. Fontaine. Do you think this Michael Fontaine bit is starting to wear thin? I don't know if it still has the same impact that it once had when we first started doing it. I think we might have to like we've been coming up with these new intros and progressing our. I think we might have to come up with something new for good old Michael.
Well,
Fontaine.
how about if we say it by rolling our tongues like this, like Michael Fontaine?
Michael. See, there's no R though. That makes that quite challenging.
Okay, well, you got me there. How about if we say it in Chinese or something?
Yeah, we'll get back to the drawing board and we'll come up with something. Yeah, but
Okay.
Michael Fontaine, I think, is in need of an update.
There you go. Yeah, we'll think of something.
Yeah, for sure.
We have drink water in here, which I have been a lot lately.
Yeah, ever since our last video, I got some water from the store on my last grocery order. I don't go out and traverse with those crazy Karens in the store pointing fingers at guys that don't wear masks. I just let somebody else bring them to me. And anyway, I got some water, and I've been very water conscious ever since our last video that Drink Water showed up. So your PSA is working, my Drink Water friend.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you know Philip Fogarty?
I know of Philip Fogarty. I know that he is he's been a friend of yours for a long time. Is he in the audience tonight?
Yeah, but I think he's been Mandela affected.
Oh, wow. So I remember just not too long ago, we were going to have him on and try to explain the Mandela effect to him. And then we even did a special show where we did kind of a Mandela review. And now you're telling me that he's been effective?
Well, he hasn't been affected, but his name has.
Oh. Okay. Well, thanks for clearing that up. I was getting a little bit overly excited because I was anxious to hear how he was affected. But how was his name affected?
You got excited, and you had the fruit basket all ready to welcome him to our club. I know you did.
Yeah. Like when the neighbor moves in and you bring him a pie. I was ready to bake him one, man.
Yeah, I know it, man. But his name's been affected because it used to be Fogarty Phillip. Remember?
Yeah, I do recall you saying that. So he's flipped on us, huh? Like we like to say in the field.
Yeah. That never gets old. Yeah, it used to be Fogarty Phillip, and now it's Philip Fogarty. Another thing that I'm Mandela affected by is I thought he was the brother of the great
Dan Fogarty.
Did you say?
Wait, no, it wasn't Dan. It was some guy with the last name Fogarty. Hold on. From the Fogarty brothers or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you go ahead. You tell the story way better than I do.
He's the one that came up with that song. I want to know, have you ever seen my brain?
Okay.
Oh yeah,
John Fogarty.
Right. Yes, sir.
Yeah. That is an obscure question to ask somebody if they've ever seen the rain. Like, where do you think they're from? Like Sahara?
No, it's not rain. It's brain.
No, yeah, I know, but I've heard an alternate version where they say rain. And
that was your old reality.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I always get them mixed up.
Actually, it was brain when he pitched it, but then the rest of the brothers turned it down and said, "Man, you're out of the band." So that's why you never see him in the band, because if they kicked him out of the band, they changed it to Rain.
Yeah, well, the guy that they kicked out of the band, it worked out just fine for him. He got a part in this movie you may have heard of called Wizard of Oz.
Wait a minute, Phil was in that?
No, the guy that was in John Fogerty's band, that he was in it. He was like a straw man though, so it's really not a big deal.
A straw man. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I get it. Those are good jokes, Edgy.
Okay.
You always you have a necklace on right now in that picture, but every time I see it, it kind of looks like you had earplugs in at the time you're working at a factory and you pulled them out just to take the photo.
Well, I do have earplugs in, as that's what I have to do when I wear this silly headset that I have on. That makes me sound like I'm AI.
What are you standing back there? What's back there in your background? Is that a hotel room or something?
Oh no, it is actually like a plaza, like believe it or not, at the very end of that building, all the way behind me, where you can't see, is a comic book store and rare collectibles. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Is it still open?
Well, I haven't been there in a long time. It's in Tennessee. I was traveling at the time.
Ah, okay, cool. I would like to go to Tennessee,
Yeah, that's the shirt that I'm wearing. Actually, it's in a different image. If you can see the whole image, it says Tennessee Volts, but it looks like it's done in like the way you would do like a biker shirt instead of being. But then instead of naming a biker gang, it's naming a college football team.
Okay, I see. I had relatives that they're from Memphis, but unfortunately, all of them are since past dead. So, but
I'm sorry to hear that.
I have memories, though, man. It's cool. I have memories.
Huh. So you've been down to visit them when you were younger, and you got to go to Memphis. Did you? I've never been to Memphis, Tennessee. That's like the birthplace of country music or something along those lines, right?
Well, it's the birthplace of the king, I think.
Right, but I mean, there's a lot of country music, like studios and artists that live there. I mean, it's renowned for its culture, its country music culture, if I'm not mistaken.
What's funny is, like, I've never been to any of those places. You would think of all the years that we traveled to Memphis, we would have stopped at least once, and at the very least, drove by the king's house,
Yeah. When I was younger, like very young, like 10, 11, younger than that even, I remember my mom and her sister, my aunt, they loved to watch those Elvis movies. If it was Saturday afternoon and there was an Elvis movie on, you best believe that was what was on TV. They really enjoyed his music, and I mean, I get that why he was so popular and things of that nature. I see, and I know young Elvis was very charismatic, and he had, he was kind of like the Justin Bieber of his day, but back when men were still men, you know what I mean? And
the days where men were men, you
right,
knew who you were then. Mr. We could use a man like Herbert Hoover again. Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm very familiar with Elvis's work. Let's just put it that way.
Okay. Sorry, I went off on that song, but you triggered me when you started saying it, and it triggered the song in my brain.
Oh yeah, well that's good. I hadn't heard that song in a while. That's from All in the Family, yes.
Oh yeah. I can sing her part too.
Could you do it in her voice though? That's the challenging part.
I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Let's see. You knew who you were then. Men were men, and men were men. What part did she say? I forget.
Oh man, now you're putting me on the spot. Like Hoover again, and then what's after that? Maybe you're gonna have to look it up.
Sometimes we just celebrate. I don't know, but I could do. Like let's just pretend that her line was you know who hold on. You know who you Oh man, this is harder than I remember.
You got to get past Gilbert Gottfried to get to her. You know what I mean?
I know, right? You know who you were then. You know?
We'll just leave it at that. I think that's close enough. You might actually bust an ear out for sure and have to relive your whole plane crash experience.
Yeah, no, don't do that. You'll give me flashbacks. Oh crap, dude. Hey, it's Taco Tuesday. It's time for fun, man.
Yes, senor.
Have you ever watched like just a random show, just like on a regular TV show that was made here in America, and just kind of watch the whole thing in Spanish?
I did. We'll do that once. Scooby Doo. I used to watch it on satellite. Like I had DirecTV back in the day, and I'll admit this on the air because I don't think the FBI is listening. I used to hack the cards, back in the day when you could still do that. So I could get all the channels on DirecTV all at the same time, like even the pay-per-view and HBO and everything, And anyway, sometimes one time somehow, some way, I accidentally saw Scooby Doo in Spanish, and I realized that Scooby and Shaggy sounded so much cooler talking in Spanish. And I used to smoke a lot of weed back then too, and I thought it really, it was just really fun to watch Scooby Doo in Spanish while smoking weed. I'm just putting it out there. So yes, I did do that. I'll admit it.
Oh yeah, man.
And I got away with it too.
You got, in spite of those meddling kids.
Yeah.
Let me. I remember the days when we used to do the whole card thing, and sometimes it would get zapped.
Oh yeah, it would. And when I first started doing it, it would last for 3 to 6 months at a time, like no problemo. Pardon my Spanish, But I was going back to those days, and then over, I don't know, I did it for about, after a year of that or so, every between 2 to 3 months, it started happening, and then it got down to twice a month. I started having to go back and redo the card. And when I first started, I was paying some guy like $10 each time, like 10 or 20 bucks each time to get, to update my card. So then I finally when it got to like doing it, twice a month, I decided to get my own equipment and do it myself. And then once it started happening where like almost, every other day I had to redo it, I decided I was done. It was too much work. It was too much effort for the reward. I decided just to start paying, $40 a month again, or $50, whatever it was to have the DirecTV. And you know what? The whole time I actually paid for DirecTV, but I went down to the cheapest package that they offered. Yeah, but I still got all the other stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
It made my conscience feel better for whatever reason.
You're paying for a little bit of it, yeah.
Yeah.
That never bothered me because I knew I was screwing over like a big company that was trying to screw me over. So that never really bothered me. Let me ask you.
I figured I wasn't costing them extra money in my mind. That was my reason. That was my logical, my rationale for accepting it. It's not like it's costing them more money for me to get these channels. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. It's
costing me a lot of headaches trying to, I would have to go to these obscure websites that were in Chinese sometimes to get like a new code for the card, right? And when I would have to send them like $5 or $10 on PayPal to update my card or whatever. And when they billed me, they would put on the PayPal transaction baseball cards. Like, so I guess it looked to make it look like I was ordering baseball cards from some like obscure website in China that was only in Chinese that happened to offer all these DirecTV codes, and I was buying baseball cards from them. I always thought that was funny that they put that on the PayPal transaction.
Right. Let me ask you this. Speaking of Chinese doing unscrupulous things, do you remember back in the day where if you paid your cable guy like a few extra bucks, he would give you free Cinemax or HBO?
Yeah. Well, I've never actually done that except for the way I was just describing it, but I do know what you mean. He could like flip a switch somewhere on the line up on the pole or something, and and you slide him a 20, and then you would have all the extras and only be billed for basic cable. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one time my mom did that, right? And they had a little silver attachment on the back of their cable, and I thought, and I didn't know all the different things that went into the actual thing, but it was like a little silver cylinder on the back of the cable. And I went to school the next day, and in shop class I tried to emulate that very same silver cylinder, and I made one, right? And then I went to my house, and when I got to my house, because I was raised by my grandparents at the time, so I got to their house, I should say, and I tried to put that on my TV in my bedroom, and well, needless to say, I think you have to do a little bit more than add just a little silver cylinder on the back of your TV.
Yeah, it's a little more. I thought you were going to tell me you got yourself some free cable, but no, it didn't work out like that.
No, unfortunately. But I tell you what, we did have free HBO for a long time, and it wasn't even our doing. Like, we didn't do anything wrong or anything like that. We paid for our cable and everything. It's just for some reason HBO came in and it was snowy. It was a little bit snowy, but it wasn't like super fuzzy. And on cloudy days, it would be really clear.
Go figure. I remember one time I moved into an apartment, like a new apartment, it was like the second place I moved into, like after, I graduated high school and moved out on my own. And it was my girlfriend and me at the time. And I remember I plugged. We were putting our living room together, and I'm like, well, there's a cable outlet, on this wall, and there's a cable outlet on that wall, and so I was like, well, we can put TV either there or there, I was letting her decide, and she picked which one she wanted, and I forget which. I think it was the one on the left, and so I was like, well, before I, set everything up and go, because back then, you had to hook up your VCR and run, do all the wiring and stuff, and then hook it up to your speakers and blah, blah, blah. So I knew I was like, let's just make sure that it works. Because usually, even if you don't subscribe to cable yet, you get like a free channel with a signal, just so you got a signal, like channel 3 or whatever. And, so I went ahead and plugged it into the back of the TV, and we had all the cable. We had like the deluxe package. I'm like, I was like, I guess the guy that moved out never canceled his package, whoever lived here before. And the whole time we lived there, we got the free cable. Like, it was like they forgot to disconnect it from the guy before me. And so I thought that was a nice perk when we lived there.
Heck yeah, man. That was you getting your reward for being such a good citizen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good life credit.
Yeah. Oh man. But do you know what I was just eating a while ago?
I believe you told me, but you want to see? Are you testing my memory skills?
No, I'm trying to check out the audience. See, testing their memory skills. All right, are you
Well, I
ready?
know you mentioned jalapenos.
Jalapenos. I had ramen noodles. I had jumbo shrimp in it, and the whole thing was topped up with soy sauce.
Mmm. I thought you mentioned spinach too earlier.
Oh yeah, there's spinach in it, dude.
Okay. It
And
doesn't sound half bad.
you know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like those times where you would walk into a Chinese buffet and they would serve all of those items on their Chinese buffet.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds a lot like a Chinese meal that somebody would have.
Yes, it does. Did you say jumbo shrimp?
Jumbo, well, colosso.
Colossal. Well, that's even bigger, right? Colossal's bigger than jumbo, right?
I'm not sure. Let's ask the audience. Let's poll the audience. Let's see what they have to say about it. I bet a lot of this audience are very shrimp savvy, especially the ones that live near the Great Bay.
The Great Bay.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
You know, the Great Bay, isn't that by the eastern seaboard?
I have no idea. I
Yeah.
never heard of the Great Bay.
Yeah, there's
This might be a Mandela effect.
I'm pretty sure a lot of times you hear people talk on TV shows and they're like, "Where are you going for a vacation, Jerry?" And then Jerry's like, I'm going to the Great Bay for my vacation."
The Great Bay, huh? Well,
Yeah.
let's Google it and see what comes up.
I'm pretty sure there was an island or something that was on an island called the Great Bay.
Huh. Well, there probably is somewhere a bay that is considered the Great Bay. I've just never heard of it. So,
See, even Eddie Von King says Poconos.
Poconos, okay.
From that song. Ooh, I want to take you to Poconos, Jamaica. Come on,
Okay.
pretty mama. Let's ride on the back of a brown and white Spanish llama. You know.
Yeah, or we can say we swam in the Great Bay. That's right. I forgot that part.
Actually, I hope he's telling the truth. Eddie Von King says the Great Bay is a river in New Hampshire.
Now that's not deceptive. They naming a river a bay. Your tourists will be so confused.
Well, I was thinking it was something, but I was thinking it was something more tropical.
Oh, okay. Hence the reason why they would have shrimp, because I don't think you're going to catch shrimp in the river of New Hampshire.
Well, you might catch shrimp in the river of New England.
Okay. You might catch some clams. You can have some New England clam chowder.
Some chowder.
Chowder.
Sorry, I mean chowder.
Do you like clam chowder? That's an acquired taste.
I like clam chowder, actually. But I only eat clam chowder during the winter.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever came in off a hot sunny day and been like, man, clam chowder really sounds good.
Right? I want some hot tomato soup. Oh, no. I want some hot chicken and rice soup. It's 90 degrees outside, man. I want to sweat more.
I do remember one time I came in from cutting the grass and I really just wanted an ice cold beer. It was a hot day in June or whatever, July, and I thought for sure I had like two beers in the door of my fridge from like the weekend before or whatever, you know. And I opened the fridge door and there is no beer. Not a beer to be seen. I even moved the milk, you know, and the orange juice all I wanted was some beer. And I found was like a can that had been sitting there for like, I don't know, probably close to a year, of spicy V8.
Hmm.
Have you ever had V8 juice?
I've had, yeah.
It's not very good. It tastes like carrots and celery, basically, liquefied, you know. And but I used to sometimes buy the spicy V8 because I would use it to doctor up like my soups and stuff to make them more spicy. And
or you could use them in Bloody Marys. Go ahead.
yeah, or Bloody Marys, yeah. And anyway, I decided to open it and give it a shot. You know, I wasn't making Bloody Marys, pardon the pun, but I guess it had went bad or the seal had broke or something. It made my whole kitchen instantly smell like dung, like elephant dung.
Oh.
Yeah, I gingerly, because I didn't want to spill it. You know, I wanted to not drop a drop. I walked toward the back door and I chucked it like out into the lawn. I was like, I didn't even want to be close to it. I wanted it as far away from me as soon as possible as I could get. It was like I had opened a stink bomb in my house. I felt like I had been terrorized.
Oh, speaking of terrorized, oh, I'm sorry. Were you done?
No, I was just going to say that I haven't bought that stuff ever since. I will never buy it again.
Oh, yeah.
That's the end of that story. So go ahead. Speaking of terrorized.
Speaking of terrorized, I seen on the news the other day our mail's being terrorized by the Chinese.
Well, yeah, we got these mystery packages that are mysteriously showing up in people's houses with seeds in them, little packets of seeds, and they appear to have came from China, most of them. I think one came from another place too, but generally speaking, they seem to be coming from China. And nobody has a logical explanation as to why China would send us, you know, mail all these little packets of free seeds to all these U.S. addresses. It's a very obscure thing, and it's got conspiracy theorists, abound abuzz. Well, what do you think might be the? I know one popular theory out there is that they're sending invasive species or invasive plants like that kudzu or whatever it came from China. It's like a weed or something that grows and it'll take over indigenous plants like natural like farming stuff, and you know it'll take over the land or whatever. That's one theory. Nobody seems to know exactly what the seeds are yet. They're still trying to figure it all out. So I was curious if you had
I do have an opinion. I do have an opinion on it.
All right, let's hear it.
Let's see what. It almost looks like to me as though they are trying to make us grow some messed up shit.
Yeah, that would be a logical conclusion. I can't argue with that logic. And I don't think it's
I got more to say, by the way.
Yeah, go ahead, but I don't think it's a friendly gesture. But that's not my initial knee-jerk reaction. But go ahead.
That when it fully matures, it will ripen and form pods. Then when they burst, it will spread spores everywhere, causing us to mutate into some weird zombie-type creatures. then spread the virus person to person by way of some sort of fluid from the mouths that when bitten will in turn, oh, I'm sorry, I'm saying that wrong, in turn the victim into a zombie-like creature as well, you know. But that's just my opinion, man. I mean,
no, I think you're confusing. I think you're confusing the seeds with mainstream media. I digress. No, yes, welcome to the tinfoil hat club. That was an excellent conspiracy theory.
Well, yeah, and I do appreciate that, but it is just my opinion. But I think, but who knows? Maybe I'm so far gone in this truther hole that it has left me to be jagged. Who knows? They might be doing the neighborly thing and offering us a fruit that is nutritious and delicious that will strengthen our immune system. That is, in fact, the cure for the coronavirus.
But maybe that's their way of apologizing for sending it here in the first place.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But no, I think maybe it's more the first one that I said.
Gotcha.
That theory better. But here's the I believe this is the article. I'm not sure.
All right. Mystery seeds from China. That looks like it might be it, man.
I mean, that's just the picture that I found on.
All right, so it's not even sure, and it says agricultural warfare or false flag to take control of seeds. Is this the link I sent you?
No. This is something I just found on the internet.
Oh, okay. Because it looks so conspiratorial. Because I know the one I sent you was from Fox News, so I just was like, wow, Fox News is going down the rabbit hole.
Right.
Because they have already come up with a. I'm sure that they'll have, as soon as they can come up with a narrative that they think everybody will convincingly believe, that's what they'll tell us it was. And they have to decide how they can spin it so that it will make sure Donald Trump don't get reelected.
Right. I might get rid of this. There we go. I got rid of the wrong thing. Dang it. Just a minute, folks. I do apologize for this.
Okay. Well, what are you doing exactly?
Well, I'm trying to get the whatchamadoodle to show up, but it won't show up.
The good old whatchamadoodle.
Wait, is it on there?
No, I see an image of you and me.
Oh.
Or you and I? However you pronounce that. Or
you and I, sir. You and I. Yes. Speak proper English.
Yes.
No, but here you go. Here. No, that's the same thing. Hold on. I know you like this part of the show, by the way.
That's actually my favorite part of the show. Well, I mean, the intro was cool, but this is my favorite part.
Okay, let's see here. Maybe I need to stop the screen and restart it. Maybe that'll work. Application window. What the hell? How do I? It won't let me do it for some reason.
Well,
hold on. Let me try this. Maybe I need to close this. Huh. Oh, I know what I did wrong. You know what I did wrong?
What did you do wrong?
I went to the wrong Hangouts.
Oh, the wrong Hangouts. The good old wrong Hangouts routine.
Yeah, it's weird when I click the one that's above, it won't let me screen share, but if I click the one that's on the bottom, It lets me do it for some reason.
I see. Well, I'm glad you were able to figure it out.
Now, this should be working, sir.
All right.
And then
I'll let you know as soon as I see it.
All right. Michael Fontaine said, I just got done eating tacos, LOL.
Well, that's cool.
The heck?
Considering it's Taco Tuesday.
Where's their music?
I don't know. Oh, wait, there's music to it. I see. You may want to mute it.
No, it's cool.
All right.
They're basically showing everything that is what it is.
Scroll back up so we can see it.
Oh, I can't. It jumped down for some reason.
There you go.
I gotta turn my air back on.
They're going so fast I can hardly read it.
Yeah, well, what we'll do is
and it's getting louder.
It is?
Yeah, well, it was. I'm not a fan of that song. It's
Well, here's if you want to just read the thing, let me see if I can.
Well, if you could start the thing over, we can pause it during each thing, and then I'll read them.
Well, I mean, here's the article if you want to read it instead of watching.
Yeah, well, that's like 17. That's like a centimeter. Like that's like reading. The other thing's like big, bold, easy to read.
All right. So, well, let me do this. Since you're not a fan of the music, I could turn the sound off.
All right. Yeah, and then just play it, and we'll pause it and talk about each one where it says it.
Why is that doing that?
I don't know. There you go.
How do I pause it now?
Unsolicited. Hit the space bar.
There we go.
Unsolicited packages of seeds thought to be sent from China to homes across America may be tied to fake product review scam. Yeah, I don't know how those two things would correlate. Are you familiar with the fake product review scam?
Short answer, no.
Okay.
God, I got a bunch of poison ivy in my arms. All right, go ahead.
Now, those look like sunflower seeds to me. That particular image right there.
Yeah, if you didn't know any better, you would probably think those are sunflower seeds.
And I do know I saw a report on another channel or another report or whatever. They said they're telling people not to even open the packages, but to just call your local health department. I guess they're going to send a guy in a suit in a black SUV to come grab them from you.
Well,
so yeah, go ahead and play. Let's go a little further and see what else they have to say here. The suspicious seeds have prompted agriculture departments in at least 31 states to issue warnings against planting them. Now, despite all of these warnings, there's going to be some people out there, that one guy. That's like, oh, look, I got free seeds, and he's going to take them out in his backyard and put them in either in a potting plant or in his garden to see what happens, right? I mean, there's somebody's going to do it.
Oh yeah.
Even if they've seen the report, their curiosity is going to get the best of them. They're just going to, I just know, you just know that that's going to happen. And China's banking on that, right? Wouldn't you agree? Yeah.
Well, the other thing is, this is going to mess up the shipping between us and China. Like if you order something on Amazon or or eBay, especially eBay, and it comes from China, I mean, that's going to really suck. That's going to delay our orders.
That's a good point. I mean, now I'm sure everything that's coming from China in a package through the postal service is under suspicion, and a lot of people waiting on their Ginsu knives are going to be very disappointed.
Right. Well, that and their Mike Tyson action figures.
Oh yeah, pretty much anything you name it, it comes from China.
But yeah, let's continue on, and then I'll tell you why I'm talking about Mike Tyson action figures here in a little bit.
Okay, nice teaser. All right, the packages appear to have been shipped by China's state-owned postal company and contain Chinese lettering on the exterior. Well, that makes sense, that if they came from China, they may have Chinese lettering on them.
Right.
You would have thought before they went to press, so they would have known, they would have had one like Chinese guy come over and say, well, what does it say? Translate it for us, and then they could put on this slide, the Chinese lettering that says, in Chinese, such and such and such and such, Hong Kong Fooey or something,
Yeah.
All right, number one super guy. Let's see here. Advertising products ranging from jewelry to toys. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was speaking about my Mike Tyson action figure. What if I go to the mail thinking I'm opening up my Mike Tyson action figure, then all of a sudden a bunch of spores from these seeds pop into my face?
Yeah, you're right. And then the next thing you know, it's like you become a walking zombie, Hebrew.
Right, zombie He-Bro. I got to show you a picture of zombie He-Man later on.
Okay, that's a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing.
All right. Okay, here goes. Ohio White House Police Department on Facebook. Now that's a reliable source.
Right.
Let's see what they have to say. We have done some researching, and it appears that these seeds are tied with an online scam called brushing. All right, says the Ohio White House Police Department. You would think that would be something the FBI or the CIA, but no, some obscure police department in Ohio that we've never heard of that conveniently is called White House.
Right.
They're the ones who figured to solve the seed mystery. Go figure. All right. All right. A brushing scam is an exploit by a vendor used to bolster product ratings and increase visibility online by shipping an inexpensive product to unwitting receiver. Okay, so I think I get this. So like, if they just send out a bunch of like little cheap, Chinese, what's the finger traps? You know what I'm talking about? Like where you put your finger. What are those called?
Chinese finger traps.
Okay, those. And and then there's a web link on there to please, if you enjoy this product, please, go to our website and give us a good review. See what I'm saying? And then the vendor looks like they have a bunch of thumbs up. It increases their rating on the website. So now they went from being a 0 to being a hero. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm following you so far. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, maybe. Except for they better be some really good quality seeds and put out, make some really pretty flowers or something. Because if you plant that crap and it doesn't grow, or your whole family turns into zombies, you're going to give them a bad rating, right? Like, actually, these seeds really sucked. No, I didn't get a magic beanstalk. Instead, my wife just started repeating Chinese minister, thing over and over again. And I have to give this product a very bad rating. No? Crickets? All right. And then submitting positive reviews on the receiver's behalf under the guise of a verified owner. Oh, so then they just go ahead and have a bot do the review as if. So, I mean, why do they need to send the seeds? Why couldn't they? How do the seeds come in? Because you don't need the seeds if you're just going to do the review anyway, right? Whether they need to prove that they actually shipped something, but they could have just sent empty packages. They didn't have to put seeds in there.
Well, no, you got to put something in there, or there's no weight.
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess you're right.
Well, yeah.
What can the seed possibly weigh? I mean, from that picture, they couldn't weigh more than a gram.
Yeah, maybe an ounce.
Yeah. Okay.
But
and then, although not directly dangerous, we would still prefer that people contact us to properly dispose of the seeds. If they looked like marijuana seeds, would you at least try to grow them to see if you could get some marijuana?
I don't know, man. Maybe if I was desperate, I guess.
Yeah, still in college, Yeah, or that age, where it would be worth the risk, maybe. Huh. The deliveries of these seeds are widespread, and it is not clear which e-commerce website the fake reviews may be appearing on. Now, whenever you send something like that, there's always tracking information. So I can't imagine it's going to take them too long to figure out what, the point of origin is, assuming that the Chinese officials are willing to cooperate. We're not really on the best of terms with China right now, with us shutting down their embassy and them kicking us out of ours and all that kind of stuff that happened recently.
Let's put it mildly, my friend.
Yeah. And then, we keep telling, never mind. All right. Virginia Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services has reportedly received hundreds of emails and calls about the seeds. Huh. So Virginia must have got hit really hard.
I guess so. I'm surprised it's only hundreds, mere hundreds so far.
Yeah, I mean, this article is a day old, so I'm wondering what has happened. I bet you there's been even more. But I bet you they're just not even delivering them now. They've identified, the routing or the whatever the postal code is that, and they're just stopped. They're not even delivering them at this point.
Not necessarily. Not if they change it every couple of days or something like.
Oh yeah, that's true.
To different parts of China. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, they could be using multiple places, like different places they sent it from. Yeah, that's true. Different provinces or whatever. All right. Huh. Florida says they've gotten 160 reports. I didn't check my mail today. Now I'm thinking maybe I should go check it. Pause it.
Oh.
Let's try to see what that says. I'm going to zoom in on that product image on the left. It says description of contents, kilogram,
on track,
000, weight 0.015. Particulars given in the declaration are correct and dangerous articles. All right, go ahead.
And see, that says untracked up there.
Let's see.
So, and it makes me wonder if there's a way that they're sending these things. Maybe the laws of China, you can send things without a tracking number.
Yeah, I mean that's got that barcode thing, so I don't know if that's what that's worth, if anything. But yeah, interesting thought, nevertheless. All right, at this time, we're not sure what the seeds are. If you have received one of these packages in the mail, use extreme caution by not touching the contents and securing the package in a plastic bag, says Gary Black, the Georgia Agricultural Commissioner. Says Commissioner Gordon. All right, go ahead.
Right.
All right.
I showed Fox News. Oh my God, I'm gonna get sued. Okay.
Well, I thought if you scroll down, we might have been able to see more images, but it looks like you've got some there.
Yeah, these are images. Oh wow, they vary. Looks like. Hold on. I can't get the magnifying glass up. It looks like they vary from size and color and shape.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. See, look.
Yeah, that almost looks like oregano or something. Yeah.
You're talking about marijuana seeds a while ago.
Yeah. What do you? Let's see what people in chat have to say about it. Maybe they offer a theory, or they receive some seeds.
Could be. Well, I mean, after this, we are going to open up the phone line, so we'll find out soon enough if anyone had a brush with this brushing scam.
Yeah, let's. Oh yeah, we already looked up brushing. That's right. We know what brushing is.
Yeah.
Interesting story, nevertheless.
Oh, for sure, man.
All right, now we've moved on, huh?
Huh?
We're looking at crazy bicycles and stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Was Jody doing some online shopping?
Well, I want to show you the hell. Where did it go? All right, fine. I'll just look it up. Okay, this is what I'm getting right here, this action figure. And as you can see, it comes from China.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, he's got the green belt and the red belt and the black belt.
Mm-hmm. And you can switch them up with different heads. I'm thinking about using him for either the third or fourth Blood Fist movie.
Oh yeah, I can see why.
So I'm wondering, that's maybe why it says it's taken so long, and it does say China items from China may take longer than usual.
Well, yeah, I think that kind of goes even before they started sending us crazy seeds.
Oh yeah. Well, that person's having no trouble handling them.
No. Now, how upset will you be when your shipment arrives and it's a packet of seeds?
Well,
will you give them a really good review?
I would probably do one of those I would probably be one of those fools that actually try to plant them.
Okay. I would, if you do decide to do something crazy like that, I wouldn't plant them in my own yard. I would go out into the woods somewhere and in a little clearing and plant them there, far away from where anybody lives, just in case, some like an Audrey, type thing grows from like Little Shop of Horrors,
Oh yeah, well, if I'm not going to go out to no woods anywhere, I'm just going to plant them in my neighbor's yard.
There you go. The neighbor that you always had beef with, the one that you never got along with. Yeah. So,
Exactly.
the one that lets his dog crap on, next to your mailbox every morning.
The one that had pet rabbits that came out when I was trying to grow my lettuce and cabbage and broccoli, and the rabbits would eat the broccoli plants every day.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then if it grows and it looks like something suspicious, you could report him to the health department.
That's right. I'll say they did it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was so diabolical, that laugh.
I know, right? At least I didn't do the one that goes like this.
Right, but the way you laugh so diabolically, I'm lightly convinced that you're really going to do this if you're lucky enough to get a packet of seeds.
Oh no, I'm definitely not gonna do that.
Okay, air quotes.
How could you see air quotes on me when I ain't even on camera?
I could just hear them. It's just one of those things,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, hey, speaking of Go-Kart Bob, Go-Kart Bob just roomed in here. And you know what, Go-Kart? You're a funny dude, brother.
Well, what's Go-Kart got to say?
Oh, no, I'm just saying he's a funny dude.
Oh, well, okay. I thought he actually said something funny since you mentioned his humor.
He did say something funny, just not in here.
Oh, well, what did he say?
He said, in my last video, I dropped the mic twice, like it jumped off of my desk and into my lap, like literally two different times it did. And Go-Kart Bob said, let's pray for Hebrews mic.
Oh, yeah. I did see the comment. Now that you mentioned it, I had forgotten about that.
Oh yeah, it's very hilarious.
Yeah, it was funny. It was kind of funny the first time, but it was even funnier the second time that it dropped on you, and you were like, "Gosh, dang it!" That's what you said out loud. However, I think on the inside you were being a little bit more explicit.
Yes, I was being a little bit more colorful with my words in my head.
Oh, yeah, just the same as I could hear the air quotes. I picked up on the fact that you were, translating for TV audiences.
like it's kind of hard to do like a religious video, or not religious, but I guess you could call it a religious video.
Well, it was definitely a spiritual message, and it would have been altered by you being too explicit. Yeah, that wouldn't have boded well with it. You're right.
I was surprised that I was able to hold back. Any other time I would have been compulsive about it and been like,
well, in a way, that's a good thing. That's an example of your spiritual growth.
Any other time I would have been, goddamn fucking Mike.
Well, dang. You didn't have to actually say it, man.
Hey, I'm free on here. I do what I want.
All right. Well, it is your show. It's your platform.
No, but you got to say fuck at least once per broadcast, or YouTube considers your broadcast to be for children.
Oh yeah, I remember when we came up with that theory.
Yeah. Hey, I'm laughing, but it may very well be true.
Well, stranger things have happened.
Speaking of things,
oh, we both said that at the same time. Go ahead with your stranger thing.
you know what I would like to get a hold of someday if I could ever afford it is I would love to get a hold of the Stranger Things complete Ghostbusters action figures.
Oh, have you watched Stranger Things?
I watched like 2 episodes of the first season.
Oh, okay.
But
all right, well, you should actually watch the show. It's a good show, man.
Well,
I like season 1 better than season 2. Season 2 was kind of like it just didn't have the same punch as the first season did. But they were, I mean, it was still good. But it's just like anything else. Once the bar, like a certain benchmark is set, by and then the initial movie of a trilogy. The second one's always kind of a letdown. This is just the way things go.
Well, you know what? I left a mark on the bench once, and I had to rush home and clean my clothes and get in the shower.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
So I don't like the term benchmark, because it's like it reminds me
you of skid mark.
Yeah, it reminds me of that horrible experience. Yeah,
I gotcha.
Hey, did you know that there's a GI Joe guy called Skidmark?
I bet you he got teased a lot in grade school.
Well, I mean, that's a name they give you when you join GI Joe. So yeah, I don't. He's like the one of the drivers of like a sort of like a race car type thing.
Uh-huh.
So I think that's why they called him that without even really thinking about it. It's like the name already went through production and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or the writers were having a good joke,
or it could be both, maybe.
Yeah.
It's an inside joke, and it plays off as being, the whole race car driving thing. So, but no, I didn't know there was a G.I. Joe named Skidmark until you just told me to answer your question.
Yeah, what a shitty name for a G.I. Joe.
Yeah. So,
oh, man, that went right. Oh, man. That was the worst dad joke I think I ever said.
Yeah, I feel like I'm trying to keep us above water here, but I'm drawing blanks on this one, my friend. I can usually take your volley and volley it right back to you, but I just keep hitting the net.
Hey, no problem, brother. Check this out, though.
All right.
I want to show you. It's not because he's a race car driver. He's one of those. He does like what you did at one time.
Now I'm curious.
He worked with airplanes.
Ah, airplanes. I see. Joe Aura Desert Fox driver. Skidmark.
Okay. He was a Desert Fox driver. That's what I was thinking, yeah. But he does kind of looks like one of those guys that stands on the end of the runway with flashlights.
He looks like the missing member of Devo.
That's funny, dude. Yeah. Oh gosh.
He would have been an international success, but he enlisted in the army instead.
Right? That's great, man. Okay, well, here we go. I'll tell you what we got to do at this time. Can you guess?
Open the phone lines?
Yes, sir.
Well, here's what I suggest. Get the phone lines up and running. And then while we're waiting on the phone to actually ring or to find out if it actually does, can we play that that social distancing clip that we were looking at?
Social distancing. Oh, yeah. Well, it's not actually a clip, is it?
Well, it's just a short video.
Well, I mean, I have the distinct feeling that we're going to get a phone call just as soon as I open the lines.
Well, you know, I as much as I enjoy your optimism, it's just it's the backup plan. So let's see how it goes. Let's take it. Let's put one foot forward and have the other one ready. You know, we'll do one and then when you open them, we'll wait on a call and play the clip. And then when the clip's over, we'll take the call.
Well, I'm just saying it's just a weird feeling that's coming over me. I don't know why.
Well, I mean, do you have somebody that's waiting to call in that you know or something that's not unbeknownst to me?
Unbeknownst to you? What does that even mean?
Like that, I don't know it, but you do.
Oh no, I don't. I don't think so. I just okay. Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. Well, your honesty is appreciated. So, do you just want to not show the clip right away, or open, or however you want to do it? I mean, it's just you know, I'm here to enjoy the ride.
Oh yeah, me too, dude. I tell you, sometimes you can enjoy the ride, or you can take someone for a ride. You know.
And right now, I feel like I'm being taken for a ride. Yeah. Destination is unknown.
Yeah. Crap. Well, come on, Lotar. You can't make promises like that and just leave. Oh, man. Now he says he's going to go paint his apartment tomorrow, so he has to go.
Oh, no. Now, yeah, you know, usually it's you teasing opening the phone line, not somebody teasing they're going to call in, huh? That's a switch.
Yeah. Hey, you know what else was a switch this week?
What's that?
Dan was right on time for Mandela Monday, and we were late for Taco Tuesday.
That is a switch. And I had full intentions of watching Mandela Monday last night. I was actually looking forward to it, and I fell asleep.
All right. You did?
And I didn't even see 5 minutes of it.
Well, I think he was on kind of late, wasn't he?
I don't know. I was asleep. I had it like set reminder and all that kind of jazz, you know, so that I wouldn't miss it. But
well, you know, I did that twice. One was on Suso's channel. I was watching his channel, and just as it started, I fell asleep. And then the following week, it was Dan's channel. I was watching Dan. I forget which Mandela Monday or Freaky Friday or Freaky Saturday, whatever he's calling it now.
Mm-hmm.
And, I fell asleep during that time period.
Yeah, my sleep has been all discombobulated lately. Unbeknownst to you.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I can't just, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's like one of these shifty things, you know, like, you know, how your time gets all screwed up. You can't, you know, or if it's just, you know, me not being able to ever get a really good sleep in. So I'm always tired and feel like I need to go to sleep, you know?
Absolutely, man. I'll tell you what, I got a nap in today. I was smart about it. I fixed me some pork chops and baked potatoes and green beans, and I had 2 helpings of that. And then I said, well, shoot, it's too hot to work out, so I'm going to lay down and take a nap. Well,
Mm-hmm.
no sooner did I lay down to take a nap did I get a phone call saying I needed to go run an errand. So,
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, I'm awake for somewhere between 6 to 8 hours, and I sleep for 4 to 6 hours. Then I'm awake for 6 to 8 hours. Then I sleep for 4 to 6 hours. And I just keep doing that over and over and over again.
you know what it is? You're in an endless time loop. You got caught in it.
I do believe so. I am kind of feeling like Bill Murray in Groundhog Day as of late.
Well, I'll tell you what. With that being said, since Lotar teased us with the fact that he was going to call in, silly guy. We'll go ahead and play that clip. I'm interested now in what that clip's like.
Well, you've seen it already, in case you forgot.
I saw the one with Dr. Fauci not wearing the mask, but
No, I'm talking about the one with the guy trying to extremely practice social distancing on an extreme level.
oh yeah, that guy.
The guy in the orange shirt, yeah.
Yeah. Now there are different. We have different. I have mixed feelings about this clip.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if it's legit or if he's just doing it as a, you know, as a LARP, as like, you know, a live action role play, or if he's sincerely that disturbed. But let's watch it and let the audience see it and decide for themselves, because it is very extreme. It is taking social distancing to a whole new level. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I would agree, and I honestly don't know if he's doing it to show how extreme it is, or if he's. I don't know.
Do you remember where it is? Do I need to remind you how to find it?
Let's see. Is it before the rubber band ear thing or after it?
It's way before that. That's like one of the last things I sent you. You have to go all the way past the Star Trek stuff, and then you'll find it.
Okay, well, the spinning ball. Let's see here.
Keep going.
What do you mean keep going? Hold on.
Keep scrolling up.
There's the ear thing. There's the other thing. There's the spinning ball.
Yep. Keep scrolling.
The only thing I see after that is the whatchamadoodles.
Well, you got to be a tad bit more specific.
The superhero stuff.
Yep, it's above that.
Really?
Yep.
How long ago did we watch this?
Well, we just watched it the other day, but I sent it to you before our Saturday morning cartoon show.
Let's see here. Yeah, I heard the transcript. No, that's
It's
fine.
It's a blue link. It says Twitter on it.
I see Dyson Spear.
I think you're getting close. I'm trying to get my screen share here to go to it, and my phone's acting retarded. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, when you scroll up, to past the Star Trek, and then you see where you say right above the Star Trek, where it says Star Trek Lower Decks, where you sent me the trailer. You say, "Oh, absolutely, man." Right above that.
Okay. Dum da dee, dum da doo. Dum da dee, doo, 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 doo. Let's see here. Okay, no, that's Dr. Fauci. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Okay, it's within the same universe. Hold on. Yeah, this guy is literally standing on the place where they're telling you to stand, basically.
Yeah, your designated social distancing spot, as I like to call it in the field.
In the field. Let's see here. Let me know when I'm sharing.
You're sharing now if you can maximize. There you go.
There we go. We're gonna watch this clip, and tell those guys out there to use their own discernment, because I don't.
The guy standing on here in the video with the whatever color shirt he's got on, he needs to apply some discernment. Yeah, I think that's what he lacks.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a little extreme. He's trying to keep people back from him.
He don't work here. I don't know why he's holding his hand up. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. I don't know what he think he's doing.
Yeah, but
That's good. You need to go home.
here's the thing. If he's really trying to follow what they're doing there, he's doing it wrong. Anyway.
He might be practicing. He might be a gym teacher, and he's practicing for tag.
Right. That's his safe spot.
Yeah. And then you're trying to order from way back there. It's like he's going to steal second, maybe. And the pitcher's watching him closely, you know? You know, we laugh at. But you know what? I don't quite see it to that extreme. But when I am out and I go to like the local gas station and I'm standing there waiting to pay for my gas or whatever, I actually feel like that when there's the people are walking in and out the door, and the guy, and you're trying to get to the register, and there's no like official line or spot, and everybody's just trying to look for a place they can stand to get waited on. I really have had moments similar to that. Not where I'm literally leaning against walls and stuff, but I am like pressed up too close to the chips because I'm trying to make sure everybody has plenty of room to get past me and stuff. I don't want to be that guy, that's intruding on someone else's space.
Right. No, I've done that before. You walk in the store, if you don't see the markers there, you're just like, well, I guess I could stand just anywhere. I do like this reaction though from this lady. That I think it's a lady filming it.
Yeah, I believe so.
She's like, you don't work here.
You don't work here. holding his hand up like, what the fuck? I don't know. I don't know what he think he's doing.
He's dusting off the plate.
Right.
That's good. You need to go home.
Ain't that the truth? If you put some like really like suspenseful music to this, it would make it even better.
Oh yeah. I don't know what is some good social distancing music. Oh, I know what would be a good song, but we can't play it on here. Is don't stand so close to me.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
Yeah. Uh-oh, I'm off the circle. Uh-oh.
Yeah. What do I? He's going to end up hurting himself.
Right.
If he. I love how she kept the camera on him as she walked past. I wonder if they were in on it together.
Yeah, it almost feels like that, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, hey, speaking of social distancing, Tobin Swing is here tonight. Maybe he can call in.
Yeah, good old Tobin Swing. I was just about to ask you if there's been any activity on the bat phone.
Oh yeah, the bat phone. Okay, enough of that. How was that laugh? Was that maniacal enough?
Very, very much so.
Oh wow. Hey, did you get that message the other day that I sent you, and I did the long no.
Please, no. No.
Oh, well.
Yes, I did get the message.
Oh.
Your lungs are healthy.
Yeah. But do you know what Tobin Swing says?
What's Tobin Swing say?
He says, "Oh, cool. I was looking for this clip. He is hilarious."
Huh. Go figure.
Yeah. So I'm glad we were able to
provide that for Mr. Swing.
Oh, sure. As long as it brings that's the name of this show, is bring a little sunshine into someone's life,
Yes, we try to inform and entertain.
Well, that's the whole name of the game, man, because of these days and times, you got to mix the good with the bad. You got to mix the humor with the sad,
Yeah.
I think
you got to mix the nacho cheese sauce with the sour cream sometimes.
Well, hey, if Lotar 900 ever comes back,
see, that's a Mandela effect for me, because I remember Lotar 500.
Are you being serious, or are you messing with me?
No, I'm being sincere. I thought it was 500, not 900. Every time you say 900, it doesn't sound right to me.
It's funny you should say that, because on Mandela Monday they were mentioning a lot of name changes, and one of the name changes I remember when I came in here the very beginning about 3 years ago is that Fizzy Pop was spelt like this. F-I, ZZYPOP.
And now it's IE, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a recollection of that one.
Oh.
It was always been IE for me. But when I first started doing, like, you know, because she's a moderator too on that channel, when I first started typing like at Fizzy Pop or whatever, I would just put capital FIZZIE, capital P, then 0P or OP. And then I realized, like, you know, like, I don't know, a month later that I was typing it wrong. And I assume it was just me not picking up on that, you know, that subtle detail. And I wondered if she had gotten all those previous messages, you know, like, because I didn't put the capital on. I wonder if it still showed up, you know, red on her screen or not. I wasn't sure.
Well, you know, on Mandela Monday, they talked about Fizzy Pop has all caps in her names now, and
But that's what I was just saying, yeah.
But she said that she did that on purpose to troll people.
How so?
She's the one that changed it physically to all caps.
Ah, that explains it. Because that's what I was just saying. I thought maybe the whole time I was typing it wrong. So she successfully trolled me.
Right. You got trolled, my friend.
Yes, I did.
You got trolled. And now, ladies and gentlemen, since you guys aren't willing to call in, here's a cat video.
Is that their punishment for not calling in?
That's right.
Or the reward for being smart enough not to talk to us?
Well, yeah, I guess you could look at it either way. Let's see. Which one can I play without getting a copyright strike? Oh, yeah, this one. The Daily Cat video, they call it.
The potential of the internet is unlimited.
Quiet guy.
I'm Justin Rocket.
I don't want the sound on. Who the heck's this Justin Rockerson guy? All right, here we go. The music is annoying. Wait, you guys can't even see my screen. Hold on. Yeah, let me. Ooh, there's some tigers and cougars and whatnot have you there. Hold on here. Let's see. Oh, I guess I was sharing it. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. Here's the video. Let's check it out. Why does this guy keep on popping in and talking? Okay. I don't like this already.
Yeah.
The guy keeps popping in and talking. I don't. Why?
Click on the green cat down there. That looks interesting.
Oh. All right. Hang on 1 second. Most dangerous cats. Holy poop.
All right, let's check out most dangerous cats. Now those look really dangerous, don't they?
Yes, they look ferocious.
But not all cats are lovely and cute. Some of those guys are real beasts. Some breeds can be very aggressive and violent. The thing about cats is that they
there he is.
Holy crap, he looks like a lizard. Like if a lizard mutated into a cat.
Humans do. So if you happen to have kids, you better think twice before you get an angry domestic cat. So watch this episode carefully till the end to make sure you know crucial things about cats. And a lot of people actually like brutal breeds. So which ones are the toughest? You're about to find out.
Oh, man.
Number 1, Maine Coon.
Maine Coon.
In the world of domestic cats, the biggest ones are called Maine Coon.
Yeah.
These cats have a large rib cage.
I've seen one of those before. I didn't know that's what it was called at the time.
Pillows, I have you know.
Yeah, I actually have a friend that she had a few of these cats.
To be an exotic breed. But don't let their cuteness fool you. there were a lot of cases when these cats were really aggressive towards their masters.
It looked like they could kill somebody.
They're so big, they can do a lot of damage. Usually, Maine Coons can be aggressive towards strangers who can come to their territory. At the same time, these cats aren't usually smart, and they're loyal to their owners.
Really?
They sense their master's mood and emotions and adapt to it. Maine Coons aren't picky and don't require any specific conditions. You shouldn't leave them alone in the wild for too long because they can be rather unpredictable. Who knows? Maybe your pet has a secret desire to run away in the forest to become a leader of a pack of squirrels or something.
Pause it for a second.
These cats.
Yeah, I was just thinking about him saying like they could kill a pack of squirrels.
I actually had a cat once that in the morning, when I was trying to sleep in, and it wanted fed, first thing in the morning, it would attack my foot. Like because I would always sleep. When I sleep, often my foot would hang off of the edge of the bed or whatever, and it would jump up and start attacking it, like clawing it and biting it, and not like so bad that it made it like bleed or anything, but just enough that it would hurt and make me, get up out of bed. The cat used to make me so mad. I would get so angry at it. I would be feeding it, being saying, not literally cursing it out, but talking to it like, now I don't like having to wake up like that. I really would rather you not attack my feet in the morning, talking to it in an abrasive voice. And it would just look at me and turn its head like, yeah, whatever, man, just keep pouring the kibble. All right, I digress. What's this one called?
Siamese cat.
For many years,
Oh man, look at his eyes.
Siamese cats are one of the most evil breeds in the world.
Yeah.
Despite the fact
They
that
are.
they look pretty cute with their blue eyes and unconventional.
I know a friend that had a grandma that had one of these.
They accumulate the contempt and can spell it out without warning, completely unexpectedly. If you have kids, you shouldn't consider getting yourself Siamese. They don't like cuddling very much and don't like attention either. So keep that in mind and be careful with those wild things. They can be very aggressive. I also don't like if you're being rude to them. A lot of people like Siamese for their loyalty and playfulness. Siamese are cheerful, active, and fun-loving. They like talking to their owners and understand everything you say to them. Number 3.
I always thought of them as like a rich person's cat, like if you or somebody who has a lot of money and fancy things would have a Siamese cat. And I remember the cartoon from childhood, where they sing, "We are Siamese, if you please." That one.
Oh yeah, from shit. What was that movie? Now you're gonna make me look at. I'm gonna look it up.
All right. It wasn't Aristocats, was it?
Huh?
There was a movie called Aristocats instead of Aristocrats. But I don't think it was that movie. Was it the 101 Dalmatians?
I'm thinking it was, but let me. I don't want to come off sound like an idiot.
Well, okay. I'm just teasing. I'm the one who comes off sounding like an idiot more often than not.
Well, I won't argue with you there, but I didn't say that.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding, of course.
I saw the air quotes, by the way.
You know better than that. You did not see those air quotes.
Well, what's this one called?
Okay, I found the movie, by the way.
Oh, okay, what is it?
It was in Lady and the Tramp.
Lady and the Tramp, of course. I knew it had a dog in it, or dogs.
Yeah, but I'm surprised you remembered the song. How'd the song go again?
We are Siamese, if you please.
Yeah, I remember that. I think a lot of people gave it hate later on because it wasn't politically correct.
Yeah, I guess it's technically not, but it's no worse than a Calgon commercial.
What's wrong with Calgon commercials?
Ancient Chinese secret, eh?
Oh, those old ones. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about the Calgon, take me away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, no, but didn't the Siamese cat and that movie, didn't they have chopsticks and like they did like a little dance or something?
Yeah, and they were kind of evil. They were like a villainess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
what
they get, I mean, they meet their reputation for sure.
Well, let's see what number 3 is here. Manuel? What? I don't know.
And what's it say below that? Palace cat. Okay,
Yeah.
let's find out about this guy.
Manu looks a little bit like a bobcat.
Oh, Manuel. Okay.
Although they are usually 6 to 5 centimeters long and weigh about 5 kilos, like most cats.
I don't know what that is.
Vary and have large teeth. And the moments of
Look at him. He's so fat.
I think it's his fur makes him look fat. I don't think he's actually fat. As his fur makes him look.
These guys in captivity.
Look at him. He's like, get the F out of my territory, asshole.
Cats are so quick, man. When they strike, it's like you can barely even see what's happening.
I noticed that. He's gonna kill the camera. Oh.
The adjective that describes the way these cats act at home. They always try to avoid humans.
He definitely has a why so serious thing going on, don't
he?
Yeah, for sure.
Away to the zoo because people just don't seem to be able to deal with them. They don't want these feral cats.
Hey, asshole! Quit filming me!
They piss on things and cut into pieces all.
Why are you filming me? Stop it!
I like the markings on his face. That looks really like camo, like super, like I don't know, like he's like a ninja or something, you know?
A snow ninja, yeah. I know what you mean.
And another problem is grooming. As you groom your Manu, it feels like it will go on forever. There's no simple way of getting rid of their infinite fur. And apart from that, Manus can spread rare types of diseases. These diseases are very hard to cure because they're very, very rare. Number 4, Chowsy cats.
Chowsy!
Visually, Chowsy cats look like pumas. They're known as one of the most savage type of domestic cats.
Quit fucking with my tail, buddy!
Yeah, he looks like he can attack you with his tail.
These guys are ready to hunt at all times. If you want to get yourself a Chowsy, be aware that they're aggressive types. And you should only get them when they're still little kittens, because you must train them to make sure they don't do any harm to your children.
Have you ever tried to train a cat? That's like next to impossible.
Yeah.
You have to have the patience of a saint to train a cat.
You have to have the patience of a saint mixed with Mickey from Rocky.
Yeah, there you go.
Kind and inquisitive. They're always in action and require training at all times.
Yeah, look at that harness.
A sense of self-worthlessness and an undoubtable sign of an intellect. And by the way, these cats require a lot of space. So if you live in a big house, they're definitely going to like that. They like attention and accustomed to climb trees. They need constant training and like running around places. So
I'm going to go refill my coffee. I shall be right back. I will still be watching, but I'm going to mute up.
Number 5.
All right,
Savannah. Cool. One of the most visceral
Savannah cat.
Types. Savannah is a very gracious being. It's got slim and long body, long, pronounced neck, small head with sharp ears, and short and very soft fleas. It reminds you of a genuine leopard. Despite its obvious aggressiveness and wild nature, you can still put it on a leash and walk it like a doggy. But you gotta be careful because it's hard to predict the behavior of this cat. It's a natural born hunter, killer.
Here's your squirrel, buddy.
Number 6, Bengal cat.
Bengal.
You should know that Bengal cat is a very impulsive domestic cat. It's half wild, and it can be very dangerous. Like many hunter cats, Bengal's main instinct is very present, but you can't suppress it and teach this cat certain things. It can easily adapt to various situations and circumstances. Their muscular appearance makes them really potent. To make sure that your little kitty is wise and witty, you must pay attention to it while it's still young. Many cat lovers adore this pussy because it's very clever. You should still be careful with it because it can bite you painfully.
Ow.
So cats of this breed love to lead an active lifestyle, so they need a lot.
I wonder where this guy's from. He says active lifestyle.
Of freedom and space. These cats can be easily trained. It's interesting that even old cats love playing games, especially when they're in a good mood.
I gotta get me one of those giant wheels for myself. I mean, to me that looks more fun than the treadmill and looks like you would get a lot more exercise out of it.
They like to attack everything that moves around them. However, some owners are very happy about it. Bengal cats prefer freedom. They don't like being
freedom.
They can easily give you scratches if they're not in the mood. Number 7, Abyssinian cat. Breeders know that Abyssinian cats can easily get along with people and other animals, but if they don't like something, they will immediately show aggression. Species of this breed are attentive and acquisitive. These cats are sufficiently mobile and can play independently in the absence of their owners. Quite often, Abyssinians can scratch furniture and hang on the curtains, but you shouldn't punish them for that. Your cat will not get aggressive if you try to teach it peacefully. If the pet needs a rest, it can cuddle on the master's knee. Unlike many other breeds, such cats rarely speak or shout. Number 8, Mekong Bobtail.
Cool.
Mekong Bobtail is a relative of the Siamese cat.
Yeah, he looks like
it. It
it.
has a short and fluffy tail, which is almost invisible because of the fur. By its nature, the cat is something like a watchdog who will easily repel any stranger.
Cool.
Despite the fact that the bobtail is a playful cat, it can attack a person at any moment. Unlike other domestic cats, a bobtail cat usually uses its fangs to attack the opponent, while other cats will most likely use their claws.
Wow.
Number 9, Siberian cat.
Hey, look at him.
Independent Siberian cats have a large body and a fluffy face. This breed is the result of crossing a domestic cat with a wild one.
Cool.
But he's got a mane.
A cat can reach 6 kilograms, while a tomcat can weigh up to 12 kilos. Siberian cat will become a loyal friend to the person who respects their own dignity. The animal has a unique, strong character. This pet can show not only aggression, but also sensitivity and love to their master. Siberian cats are graceful and cheerful. They're wary of strangers who come to their house. Nevertheless, they can accept other animals on their territory.
Cool.
They feel good living in spacious houses because they need a lot of space. In addition, they like to hunt. So
I don't have a spacious house, so I don't have to worry about that.
The Siberian cat can be easily trained. If you treat these guys well, they will even bring you things you ask them for in their tea.
Cool.
Number 10, British Shorthair. British Shorthair breed is also a fairly dangerous breed of cats. These are proud and
Bring me some tea.
independent guys, which are impressive in size and have a wayward character.
I want some Earl Grey, hot.
British cats are often loved because of their peculiar color and heavy weight. On average, these cats weigh up to 8 kilos. Despite the fact that these cats are beautiful and quickly become accustomed to their master, you shouldn't forget that it's an independent animal. They do not accept strangers and can ignore them. Moreover, It will not allow you to pet them.
Really?
By nature, British cats are moderately calm, affectionate, and playful.
Cool.
They're independent in everything, and only one person can become their friend. Despite the manifestations of aggression, when you're alone, these cats can cuddle up to you. It is wrong to assume that manifestation of aggressiveness is a manifestation characteristic of some peculiar cat breeds. For example, many believe that the Siamese cat is the evilest breed, and Bengal cats is the most dangerous cat in the world. Even a domesticated mongrel can show aggression.
Mongrel!
One of the reasons for this is the attempt to tame an adult animal that you picked up on the street. Such a cat can stay wild forever and will never get used to your warmth and care. Another reason can be a stressful situation. If a pet that has survived stress does not want to sit on the knees of the owner, it will definitely let you know about it.
Well, thanks,
How about
buddy.
you guys?
I appreciate that amazing, what the heck, cat video. Although I expect, whoa, that's a demon down there.
One thing I didn't know was that there's so many different dangerous breeds, and even more so that apparently I didn't realize there's so many breeds of cats. I mean, I guess I just don't. Maybe I'm just not cultured enough to. I mean, I knew of tabby cats. I knew of calico cats. Maybe I could have named like one or two others if I just refresh my memory on every cat breed I've ever came across. But and it's just like there's so many feral and wild cats in most neighborhoods. That I can't imagine how. I mean, besides if there's a breeder out there, how they keep the breeds pure, because I don't think cats are. It just seems like cats intermingle, and are just so known for being very reproductive in general as a species. Unless you get a spayed or neutered, it'll go out catting around, so to speak. You know what I mean? So, it's interesting to me that they're able to preserve specific breeds even all this time, and I imagine they probably charge a fortune for them as well, which is kind of it's on one hand it's kind of a cool thing that they're able to do it, but with there being such an overpopulation of cats in general, it just seems like it's a much ado for I don't know. I guess there's importance in preserving a breed, but I don't know how I feel about that. I'll have to process it. Any thoughts?
The thing about cats is we got a cat in the neighborhood, and if it's running around, I always tell my kid all the time, don't mess with that cat. You don't know where it's been. You don't know how that kind of cat's going to react. You don't know how. Then, of course, the little kids, they want to pick up the kittens and they want to bring them over to the party, and you're standing there telling them over and over again, like 500 times, don't mess with that cat. You could get worms, but no. Worms don't bother a kid.
No.
It's
funny you say that. I never had that problem where as a kid, what my mom was always getting on me for was climbing trees. She would take me somewhere, like a new person's house or, anywhere we go, and I could play outside. And she would say, right as I'm getting ready to run out the door, and don't be climbing any trees. Because knowing dang well that's exactly what I was going to do. I don't know why, but I love to find a good old climbing tree. And what would happen is I would get as high as I could get, and sometimes I wouldn't be able to figure out how to get back down, and it would become a big, dramatic scene because I'd start screaming for people to help me.
Trees. I used to jump off of porches.
Okay. So you were a porch jumper, huh?
I was a porch jumper, and I liked to like climb. My grandparents had this ledge, like in their kitchen, and it was sort of like just a. It wasn't a very wide ledge or anything. It was just like a little narrow ledge, like you would see, like in a restaurant or something, and the waitress would pick up the order, from the ledge or whatever. And when we were kids, we used to like to play restaurant in Grandma's kitchen, because it was that ledge made it seem so much like a real restaurant, And when we weren't playing restaurant in Grandma's kitchen, I was climbing up on that ledge in my Spider-Man pajamas, pretending like I was Spider-Man, and then I would stand up at the top of the ledge and then jump from the ledge and pretend like I was swinging from the ledge to the end of the kitchen.
Gotcha. Now let me ask you this: you used to pretend you were Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you would sling your web, what fingers would you use to make the web come out?
Let's see here. How does that? Well, obviously, I would use like the pointer finger and the pinky and the thumb.
See, because I would use the opposite. I would use the middle finger and the ring finger. I would push it down against the palm of my hand.
Huh.
So is that a Mandela effect? Because that's how I remember. And you said obviously as if it should be the opposite.
Now, hold on. Let me see something here. You know how that 1 week, I think it was Shifty Sunday. I think it was just before we went on hiatus. And you were showing me the different, like, if you did it one way, it meant I love you. And if you did it the other way, it meant.
Yeah.
Well, I think the way I did it was you took, like, the I love you sign and you'd spin your web from there.
Yeah, okay. So we're talking about the same fingers. So you would take your middle finger, the one you use for FU,
well,
and
yeah.
the one right next to it, the ring finger, and you would push it down against your palm and leave the other two extended up in the air, right?
Yeah, well, and the thumb.
No, I didn't use the thumb.
Yeah, my thumb would go up. But
the only, yeah, you gonna show me on camera?
One more.
All
right. I do it like this. I'd go. Oh no! Wait. Let me turn off the green screen. Was that weird or what?
Yeah, your glasses looked electric.
Hold on. Let me turn off green screen. I kill me. I'm gonna have to get a green screen someday so I can do that effect. Okay, so here's what I would do. I would do it just like that.
Yeah, I was the same. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's how I did it. I'm just trying to make sure. Yeah. And did you do the sound effect too as well?
Oh yeah.
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 All right. Cool.
Now.
Yeah, I had Spider-Man underoos.
Ah. Yeah, that might have been what. No. Wait, the underoos are just like underwear, right?
They're like pajamas.
Oh, okay.
Spider-Man pajamas, I guess, is what I really had. It wasn't like a Halloween costume. It was just like some cheap cotton material that, long sleeve and pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Richard Pryor had in that movie, The Toy.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah. Yeah, now when I would jump off of porches, I would jump off with my homemade Superman cape. Like my grandma actually made me a Superman cape one time, and it actually had a button that would come around and it would snap, and you would have your cape on.
All right, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Now I do have one other thing I wanted to share with our audience tonight, if that's okay.
Wait a minute. I think CJ wants to call in.
Okay, well, that would be fine too.
No, I'm just kidding. CJ Wood, how you doing, buddy? We ain't talked to you in like 3 days. No, what did you want to share, man?
It's the most recent link in your Hangouts.
Huh?
The most recent link that I sent you.
Oh, okay. Let's go there, man. Hold on. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
I was going to bring this up on Shifty Sunday, and I forgot. Like we got sidetracked with our whole flat Earth discussion.
Oh yeah. She wore a homemade dress from that her mom made for her out of rags, tattered rags. What kind of rags were they? Tattered rags. Okay, I've got it. Let's see. Let me take down everything else, so I'm not sharing a whole bunch of crap at once. And this is an article, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here it is, sir. Let me take down the phone number so you can see it better, and just let me know what to do.
All right. I'll just. Is that the top? Go back to the top. I can read the headline.
All right.
All right. So, not made of this earth. Top secret Pentagon UFO task force reportedly expected to reveal some findings. Now, that is a very vague statement. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I mean, if I saw something like that, I'd be like, I would be excited with anticipation.
And what is a UFO task force? And if they have one, doesn't that in itself mean that UFOs must exist, or why would they need a task force?
Well, I mean,
what do they do? I mean, what do they do all day? I mean, besides sit there and wait for the UFO hotline to ring.
I could imagine that there's a lot of things we don't know about that are top secret. That's why they're top secret. That there could, I imagine that the United States of America has like a contingency plan for everything. They could have a Ghostbuster. They could have a ghost task force for all we know. You know?
Well, yeah. I mean, okay. But still, just the fact that they admit that a task force exists at all must mean there are UFOs for them to go task.
Right.
All right. And let's read the article.
But I imagine they probably either play Super Mario Brothers all day or Canassa.
I bet you they just sit in their task force station and watch X-Files episodes or something.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. All right.
So, according to a recent report from the New York Times, a top secret Pentagon program has been conducting classified briefings for over a decade. Yeah, okay, I think that's an understatement. I bet you it's more like, for the past 50 years.
Yeah.
Analyzing various encounters between military craft and unidentified aerial vehicles. And then over to the right, they're showing that whole Nimitz footage again, which we've already watched on a previous show. I'm sure you remember doing that.
Oh, yeah, we that was our special UFO show, wasn't it?
Yes.
All right.
And then, according to the Times, the Pentagon stated that the program was disbanded. But a Senate committee report last month revealed spending on a program called the Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon Task Force. Try saying that 5 times really fast. It was reported in late June that U.S. Senator Mark Rubio had requested a detailed analysis of the task force's findings. The report stated that the committee supports go up just a little. I can't see it now. Oh, never mind. I moved it. All right. The report stated that the committee supports the efforts of the task force to collect and standardize data regarding unidentified aerial phenomenon. You know that stands for UAP, and UAP is the new UFO. They don't call them. The military don't officially refer to them as UFOs. They refer to them, and they're more like, instead of being a midget, you're vertically challenged. Instead of being a UFO, you're an unidentified aerial phenomenon. Just so you're up on the lingo and the jargon there, my friend.
Oh yeah, they're trying to they're trying to paint over a wooden door with white paint. A brown wooden door with white paint is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, exactly. There, as well as their links to foreign government and political threats. Now, the New York Times is reporting that the secretive task force is expected to release new and alarming findings that may involve vehicles made of materials not of this planet. So it's a vehicle that's made of materials that are not of this planet. So is the vehicle not of this planet, or the materials that it's made of just not of? See, that's a really obscure thing to say. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. They still haven't come out and told us if the moon landing was real or fake. How are they finding things on other planets?
Well, I don't know that they went to another planet and found it. They're saying that somehow it's here, but they're saying the vehicle itself is not. They're being very specific into saying that the materials are not of this planet. They're made of materials, but the vehicle itself, so it's almost like somebody took materials and then that they found that weren't of this planet and then made it into a vehicle, is what that implies. Would you agree or disagree?
Well, yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay.
So it's not just that they're coming out talking about UFOs. They're coming out and talking about actual materials that are from an actual unknown planet.
Or just not from our planet. They're not saying it's from another planet, just that it's not from this one.
Wouldn't that mean that it's from a different one?
Well, it's just, but you know how we talk about, like, it could be like from, it could just be space junk, or maybe it came through a portal, or I don't know. Let's find out. Maybe they tell us. Astrophysicist and former consultant for the UFO program since 2007, Eric W. Davis, told the Times that he gave a classified briefing to the Defense Department agency as early as March regarding off-board vehicles. Okay, so off-board vehicles not made of this Earth. Okay, so now we're back to it being a vehicle not made of this Earth. Over the years, the federal government has released footage of military encounters with unidentified aerial phenomenon. In April, the Pentagon declassified videos from 2004 and 2015 that showed saucer-looking objects. DoD, Department of Defense, is releasing the videos in order to clear up any misconceptions by the public on whether or not the footage that has been circulating was real, or whether or not there is more to the videos. The agency said in a statement releasing along with the clips, the aerial phenomenon observed in the videos remains characterized as unidentified. In September, the U.S. Navy acknowledged that the 3 UFO videos that were released by former Blink 182 singer Dom DeLonge, I know I'm not pronouncing that right, and I'm sorry, as published by the New York Times, were real unidentified objects. The Navy considers the phenomenon depicted in those 3 videos as unidentified. Let's see, new Navy spokesman John Gradisher told the Black Vault.
Joseph?
Yeah, Joseph. The Black Vault, a website dedicated to declassified government documents. Let's see here. The videos in question, known as Blur 1, Gimbal, and Go Fast, were originally released. Okay, so they're just basically telling us a whole bunch of stuff that already happened, and that's not what we're here for. So let's scroll down. All right, so a little bit up. All right, never mind, I can do it. The Department of Defense spokesman told the Post in a statement that a secret government initiative called the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program did pursue research and investigation into unidentified aerial phenomenon. Even though the DoD said it shut down the AATIP in 2012. Oh, that's weird that the year 2012 comes up again. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Spokesman Christopher Sherwood acknowledged that the department still investigates claimed sightings of alien spacecraft, the Post reported. The department will continue to investigate through normal procedure reports of identified aircraft encountered by U.S. military aviators and ensure the defense of the homeland, protection against strategic surprise by our nation's adversaries. All right, so that was a big nothing burger, except for that they're going to be releasing something here shortly about vehicles not of this earth. And when they release this footage, will that be that will somewhat be that quote unquote disclosure that we've been waiting for? It seems like they're doing it in little increments. Like, we can't accept the fact that aliens exist publicly, as an official statement from the government all at once. They're kind of easing us into it. Like, first they released that footage, that we looked at before. Now they're going to show us some type of otherworldly vehicle, and then eventually they're going to, all the politicians are going to take off their mask and reveal their reptilian identities.
Well, yeah, I mean, all I got to say to this, it's about time. It's about bloody damn time. And, what I would like to see, and I kind of understand why they're doing it in increments. They think that we can't handle the truth. Well, you know what I say to that? You can't handle the truth.
Well, I think you can't handle the truth.
Because, well, I think that, never mind. I don't know where I was going with that.
Well, even though I think you and I could probably handle the truth, not only could we handle it, we could sculpt it and refine it, and we would embrace it. But I think there are people out there who would have a hard time accepting that.
What's funny is a lot of people who think that there are aliens on other planets are the same people who think we never went to the moon. I find that interesting.
Well, I've never made the correlation one way or the other. Like, give me an example of a such person. I'm not aware of them.
No, I'm just saying in general. I'm just generalizing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that one thing necessarily. I mean, whether or not we've actually went to the moon doesn't prove or disprove whether or not there are aliens one way or the other. However, I can see how you can say people who aren't sure that space actually exists can, on the other hand, say that aliens do, because they're from outer space, right? So,
right. I mean, there's people that also you bring up a good point. There's people that don't believe in outer space, yet they still somehow believe in UFOs.
I kind of lightweight am that guy, because I don't. It's not that I don't believe in outer space. I'm just not. I guess I'm both, because on one hand I don't 100% believe that aliens exist, and I don't 100% believe that that space is what we think it is. Like like where you have like as we know from science fiction. I just don't know. I'm a skeptic. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. I'm skeptical of all of that, simply because I don't have any firsthand knowledge of it, and I don't trust the government to tell me the truth. So, with all that being said, I would have to say that I'm even. Like about as much as I believe space is real, I believe aliens are real, and I don't really 100%. I really don't. I'm not convinced that either of them are real. However, I do try to remain open-minded and at least open to the possibility that maybe space is real, or the way the way it's perceived to be real. And I think I'm intrigued by the notion of alien life coming to our planet. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to find out, when these new details come out, what they present to us, what these vehicles look like, if they work, if they have the keys and they can turn it on and give us a show, or if it's just an inanimate object that we have to just look at a fuzzy black and white picture of, and they're trying to convince us that this is from outer space.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you have so many crazy people talking about UFOs, who they tried to make. I'm not saying that they're crazy, but I'm saying like they tried to convince us for years that
the tinfoil hat club.
Yeah. And now all of a sudden they're coming out in the open and saying, "Oh, yes, you guys are all you were correct. There is such thing as UFOs. There is such thing as aliens from other planets, and blah blah blah." It just all seems too wrapped in a sweet corn biscuit. I mean, it's like,
yeah, I'm with you. Like it's almost as if it's a new narrative that they're just going to try to push on us and convince us of something that isn't true. Is that where you're going with this?
yeah, well, it's like there's something. Just imagine, like, way back when in the 1960s, when everybody had suspected, when everyone was well, they suspected it long before that, but I mean, everyone had suspected that there was UFOs, and they seen UFOs, and there was all these alien abduction stories in the 70s and 80s, and the government discounted every single one of those, and they're like, no, 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 no. Here's what it really was. It was air balloons and weather balloons and gas and all this crap. And now all of a sudden, all the stuff that's going on, the rioting and the coronavirus and yada yada yada, and now it's like they're coming out and saying, "Oh, well, here's my left hand. Now watch what's in my left hand as I make the thing in my hand disappear." You know what I'm saying?
Totally, 100%. And it'll also be interesting to find out exactly how long they've had this evidence, and have it and have it shared it with the public. If it's been in the past year or two, or if it's all the way back from Roswell or whatever. Then the other thing that would really be ironic is this, like, it has like some type of hieroglyphic writing on the side of it, and then when you translate it, it's the one vehicle translates to swamp gas 1000. And the other one's weather balloon 222. So see, they weren't lying the whole time. It really was swamp gas and weather balloon.
Yeah, you know what, man? Though it's almost as though the government playbook. It's like, okay, this whole coronavirus thing ain't working. Let's go ahead and we'll distract them with these. We'll just go ahead and come out with the whole alien thing, and then that'll distract them from the whole coronavirus thing and the writing thing. But
well, a lot of the Tinfoil Hat Club was speculating that we would get a false flag alien invasion. They weren't predicting the coronavirus. They were thinking this would be the year that they would somehow try to convince the general public that aliens have arrived, and that's how they would get, and that's how we would do the whole New World Order, kind of like the movie Independence Day, where the whole world has to unite together to fight a common enemy. So we just become one big world government, So that was the theory.
Yeah, I don't even think, honestly, I don't even think aliens would even bother to mess with us right now. They look down at us and go, "We're not visiting them." To them, like the United States of America, or not just the United States of America, but all of Earth, to them is like downtown Detroit is to us. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah, I see what you're saying, and I could also even go so far as to say it's like going on safari. Like like you could take a tour, go into Africa, and see the creatures that live in the jungle. They bring a spaceship, and it parks up behind the moon, and they have people who pay to look at the mankind. Look at these this primitive species trying to develop space travel and nuclear weapons. They're so far behind, and look at how how Cro-Magnon they are and stuff like that. Because we feel so in our minds we're so technologically advanced and developed. If you really compare us to just 100 years ago, the leaps and bounds, the technological achievements. Imagine, 500 years from now, the things that will become good or bad or anything in between, compared to an alien space, race that is able to traverse galaxies and visit other planets. We would seem very primitive to them. You know what I mean?
oh yeah,
But yeah, again, now I'm going to reserve, my conclusion for when they actually release release this information and present these so-called otherworldly vehicles to us. It'll be interesting to see what it actually is and how detailed of a report they're actually going to give us. Because I have a feeling it's going to be a big nothing burger. It's going to be like some black and white photo of a UFO that was taken at Roswell back in the 50s. It's slightly out of focus,
Well, like I said before, man, and I'll say it again. It's almost like we're the Atari 2500 and they're the Xbox 360. They're so far advanced from us. If you were the aliens, would you pay us a visit with the way things are going right now?
If I would visit, but I wouldn't disclose my presence. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I would come visit here for research purposes on what primitive races are doing, but I wouldn't come introduce myself.
Well, maybe you think the aliens would be wearing masks?
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because our germs would maybe be very threatening to them, like right. Our colds and our the spores and pathogens. They have no immunity. They have, like, we've built immunity to our own devices, or the things that attack us. We have built-in immunities for. So, and they not only could they get sick from us, but they could introduce something to us that we would have no resistance to. So that could definitely be an issue both ways. Wouldn't you think?
I would say so, man. And, it's something it's definitely something to think on. And I would love for it to be true. I would love to find out finally, after all these years of calling me an idiot and saying Dan Aykroyd is crazy. I would love for the aliens to be real. And I think that, I feel the opposite way you do about space. Is I do believe in outer space, and I believe that if outer space is infinite, then that means that there would have to be infinite possibilities. Then, of course, there's going to be a planet out there that's inhabited by other beings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, and to be quite honest with you, I'm not saying that I don't think space is real. To clarify, I'm just skeptical. That's all I'm saying. I'm just not sure. So, but I am excited about the report, and I am looking forward to finding out. It's all the same. However, I don't know that I necessarily want aliens to exist, because that will just be another thing that we have to worry about.
Well, but as long as they're nothing like Romulans or Klingons, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, but I do want the truth to come out, whatever the truth is, even if I can't handle the truth.
Right. If this truth is coming out, then it opens up a realm of possibilities for other truths that they've been hiding from us all these years. Like Ghost and Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster and even the Mandela effect. You remember me saying in my old video that I did about 2 years ago that I hope the government does come out and I hope that this whole thing is kind of the government's fault, and they'll come out and admit to it, Yeah,
I don't know that. See, I think we give the government too much credit. As far as them being able to produce or create these things. I think the government isn't so much deserves the credit for the creation thereof. It's more like they're just keeping a lid on it. Like they don't want, like they may have the answer to the problem, but they just don't want to tell us the answer.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like, I wasn't saying they have the power to do such things, but I'm saying like they do know how to hide stuff from us.
Yeah. Now they probably do have they probably do have they may have already came up with an explanation for how the Mandela effect is happening, and that the answer is something that they don't think the general public is ready to accept, so they're not going to disclose it to it. That I can get on board with.
Oh yeah, it's just like the whole Robertson Caruso guy that used to wait. Am I saying his name right? No, I'm thinking of someone else. Robertson Caruso. I'm so dumb. I was thinking about the guy what's the name of the guy that used to explore under the water?
The guy that used to Jacques Cousteau?
Jacques Cousteau, that's it. Yeah, they say that in his last memoirs, he wrote a story about he saw a creature that was so undescribable and so big and so mean that he didn't think that us as humans were ready for it yet. And that's why he quit diving.
Interesting. I had never heard that before. Now that leads me to the whole lost city of Atlantis. I think that the lore behind that does seem like it may have actually once existed. I don't know how much you've ever looked into it, but maybe that could be a future topic for a show. We can divulge into the lost city of Atlantis, and what is factually known about it, and what is make believe.
I happen to agree with that on you, sir. With that being said, I think I'm gonna go ahead and give this room a shout out. Do you think that's a good idea?
Oh, I think that's an excellent idea. As a matter of fact, we could go ahead and call it the final shout out.
Done. Dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
There you go. All right, yeah. Well, here we go. Let's do the final shout out. Do. Okay. Eddie Von Keen was here, the real one with a wrench.
All right.
Lotar 900, who chickened out on our phone call.
Yes, he did.
Let's see here. Let's see if I can say this name in a different way. Let's see here. Let me see. I'll tell you what. I'll do it in Popeye's voice. Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine was here.
All right.
Drink water.
Drink water. Yeah, drink water.
Philip Fogarty, otherwise known as Fogarty Philip.
Yes.
AKA John, long lost cousin. Let's see here. Scrolling down. I know CJ Wood was here. She had to rest her leg. Her leg's been hurting her, and she's in such miserable pain. So I'm gonna say my prayers for you, CJ. We've got Purpose and Grace. She was in here earlier. I don't know how long she stayed throughout this train wreck. But she was here. We have Go-Kart Bob, who roomed in here earlier, and we all love Go-Kart Bob's funny antics. He's a great dude.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's a rather good go-kart builder as well.
Oh, for sure, man. And of course, Tobin Schwing. Well, and let's see here. Let me zoom down the list here. Okay, and I believe that's all. Although we did have 15 people watching at one time, so there might have been some lurkers.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we had our standard fare of lurkers, and like I always do about this time, I want to thank everybody who showed up and supported the channel and viewed. And if you haven't done so already, and you're still listening to the sound of my voice, please hit the thumbs up button. We would really appreciate that. And I have had a good time doing the show with you tonight, Hebrew, as always. And I don't know. Another one in the books, like I always like to say, in the field.
Oh man, I was just gonna say that's what we say in the field. But you took my line, man. But that's cool. I had a good time being here with you as well. And as always, keep your heads towards the skies, people, and keep looking up. And we will see you guys on. Oh wait, no. We will see you guys on Whisper Wednesday. Hopefully, that'll be a thing. That's tomorrow night. I'm not sure the time on that. Sadji, what time do you think we should do Whisper Wednesday?
I don't know. I think it will go on at least an hour or two earlier than we do now. But let's wait until tomorrow, and we'll figure it out then. But we will definitely be on tomorrow. Not in the afternoon, but it might be a little earlier in the evening than when we go on tonight.
Oh, well, we either want to go on early in the evening or late in the evening because we want to make sure we don't step on Armor Up's Wednesday word.
Yes. No, we don't want to do that.
So, and I do encourage everyone who's watching here tonight, check him out. Check out good old Armor and his Wednesday word. And until next time, this has been good old Hebrew 77 along with Mr. Sagittarically Speaking. And we wish you all a good night and good fight. Good night, everybody.
Y vámonos pa' Guadalajara, al tequila y a las tortas ahogadas, sí señor. Ay, 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 ay. Guadalajara, 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 Guadalajara. Tienes el alma de provinciana, hueles a limpia rosa temprana. Ave de cara fresca del río, son mis palomas, tu caserío. Guadalajara, Guadalajara, hueles a pura tierra mojada.